Hi, welcome to the third part of this series. In this, we'll be looking into AWS code deploy and code pipeline. Like AWS code commit that we have seen in the earlier video, AWS code deploy and code pipeline are also relatively new features added by Amazon in Devops stack. To move further, we need to understand why are these provided by AWS. We know that AWS code commit is like a remote repository wherein private remote repository wherein the developers team can mm, version can make changes to their code and commit changes so that it will be maintained in a version stack. Okay, and now we have our code sent into AWS code commit. Now from there on, for automating the main motto of DevOps, we need few more tools. For that, we will use code deploy. Code deploy basically automates building and deploying applications. It makes it easy and faster. And code pipeline is on the other hand like CI and CD engine, code continuous integration and continuous delivery. On a big picture point of view, what happens is, say for example, you make changes to your application and you commit those changes into your repository. The repository can be GitHub or Amazon's code commit or a simple S3 bucket. What code pipeline does is, whenever is a new commit or new change is identified in the remote repository, it notifies code deploy. Code deploy builds compiles the code and builds an application, and it deploys it using few strategies like 100% deployment, wherein you pull down all the servers, all the instances running, and deploy the new updates. Or blue green, like in you take half of the resources down and install updates into them, wherein another half will be serving your traffic, like that. Code deploy and code pipeline work hand in hand together to achieve 100% automation. To get started, let's move further and let us try to create it live. Okay, for currently, code pipeline and code deploy are very new. They are only supported in few regions. Okay, let's get started. Let me go to services, in services dev tools, and let's first go to code deploy. Okay, this is test that I have done on other day. Now let's try to create a new application. Create new application. It's called demo hello app. We need to give it a group, grp. Okay, now, okay, before we do this, we need to have the instances. We need to create EC2 instances which will fall into this group. Further, let's go and let's quickly create a few instances. Let's move to compute EC2, launch an instance. Let's go with the base one. Select, configure instance details. Let's try to launch two instances. Launch into auto scaling group. You can click this, or you can, for our example, let's leave like, let's give them 2. Okay, for VPC, let's give this one. Subnet leave blank. For IAM roles, okay, I forgot to tell you, for code deploy we need a IAM role that has code deploy. Let's create new IAM role. Create role. Ours is demo hello app cd it's a good practice to give this at first. cd demo hello app. Click next. Okay, what kind of role you need to give? You need to give it, for this we need to give ec2 and pick code deploy instance. Yes, it's this one. Add Amazon EC2 role for AWS code deploy. What this basically means is it needs, see, we'll be sending updates and managing these EC2 instances from within code deploy. So the code deploy needs necessary permissions to talk to those EC2 instances. For this we need to give them that access. Next step, create role. Remember the name. Okay, hello app. Edit role name. Let's give cd demo app instance role and hit save, just to make it easier to remember afterwards. This is the first thing that we need, and we need a service role also, so that that service can take care of all operations on it. Create new role, cd demo app service service role. Hit next, and for this we need Amazon code deploy role. Hit next. I'm good with this. Create role. It has created that role as well. Now we have roles created, so we can go back here and try to refresh it. Now we have cd demo instance role. Okay, cd demo instance role. Okay, now we need few additional things. See, like now whenever the EC2 instances are powered up, we need them to have AWS cloud deploy agent running on them. For that we need to install AWS client and code deploy agent as soon as they boot up for the first time, and then start from next serving onwards. For that I'll take you through the documentation so that we can do that. Give me a second, I'll just find it out. Hi, now let's try to install the code deploy agent script. Let's go with AWS documentation. For that I'm opening Google and just searching code deploy agent install. Okay, installing and reinstalling code deploy agent. Okay, now we'll be basically using Amazon Linux, so let's go with this. Okay, it's basically a Ruby script that we are going to run afterwards, so we need Ruby for it. Let me open a new notepad and try to copy this. Copy and paste. Sudo yml update, sudo yml ruby wget. We need to change the directory to home, and we need to get the bucket name. Bucket name depends on the region that we are in. Okay, for E1 North Arizona, the one which we are in, it is East 1. Copy it and replace it. Okay, chmod, we will be giving it execute permissions. That's all. Okay, now after doing that, we need to start the service as well. We can do that using that, as well as we can use code deploy agent start. Let's start. Sorry. Okay, these are the things that we are going to give, additional information that we are going to give while starting instances. Let's copy this for a second and go to advanced details and paste it here. This is because whenever the code deploy instance role that we created, when that in that role picks up and it tries to start the it tries to start the instances, it needs to have code deploy agent pre-installed into it and its service running so that it can work effectively. For that we are doing this. Okay, now before we hit run, and let's before we start the instances, we need to make a few little more changes to our code. Let me move to the code. Okay, I have added two more files like scripts and appspec.yml. YAML. It's this YAML file basically helps code deploy in supporting installation. Okay, let's open this and let's see what is there. Okay, this is the basic one. Version, it's 0.0 and the OS it runs on is Linux. Okay, now these two things matters a lot. First one, files. Okay, the source file, the basic file that this app contains, index.html, should be placed in destination var slash www slash html. Okay, that is the first thing. Okay, next we have some hooks before installation and after application stops. The first, before install, let's see what should be done before installation. Before install, first thing that we need to do is go to location script slash install dependencies. We need to install some dependencies and we are giving it a timeout of 300 milliseconds and run as root user with sudo permissions. And first thing, install dependencies and start the service, and after the application stops we are calling script slash stop service. Let's move into scripts and see what are there. Install dependencies, what does this do? YAML install httpd, it is the web server, web server, http default web server, it will be installed. Okay, and start server, this will start the httpd service. Let me show you. Service httpd start, and the same thing, the stop one, whenever you want to stop the service. If the service exists, stop it. This is thing. These also we'll try to commit them and try to push it to our remote repository. Git status. Okay, I have added it. It recognized. Git add dot git commit added file and install dependent. I spelled it wrong. Ah shit. Sorry for my language. And install. Done. Let me push it to git push origin master. Done. Now we have the changes also. Now let's try to run that. Let's try to run those instances. This is good. Add storage. Okay. Tag instances. Let's tag them cd demo app test. Okay. Configure security group. We have SSH access. Add a new rule. Create. Allow all HTTP traffic from anywhere in the world. Review and launch. Let's launch. Before that, let's try to create a new key pair. Create a new key pair. Let's name cd demo app test. Download key pair. And now we have that PEM file. Launch instances. I'm a little bit worried whether it will give public address or not. Yeah, lucky enough, we got this public DNS. Okay, let these instances power up. In the meanwhile, let's head back to code deploy. It will be developer code deploy. We have lost changes made to that. cd demo app test grp group. Okay, now tag by name, and the value is cd demo app test. We have two instances. Okay, these two, all the instances which has a tag by name cd demo app will be maintained using code deploy. Okay, that is what it meant. And deployment configuration, this is where I'm talking about how you want to update the running instances. Or one at a time means one will be pulled down, updated, and again pushed. All at once, half at once, these are pretty, the name itself specifies what it does. For the time being, let's select all at once. Okay, now we don't need any triggers. Okay, you can create an alarm. In it, it will trigger a notification in CloudWatch, which you can hook it with SNS, sorry, simple notification service, so that you get a trigger whenever deployment is ready for test, ready to be deployed. Okay, here we have created AWS code deploy service role. This is where we'll be using it. Let me find code deploy. No, I need to find that service roles, cd app demo app service role, and try to find the role ARN. Copy paste it. This is the role that we need. Create application. Done. Now we have code deploy setup. Now to deploy, we can download AWS command line interface and deploy it manually, but for now we'll be using Amazon's code pipeline. It's a new service provided by AWS under the same stack as DevTools. Code pipeline, we'll be creating a new pipeline which will automatically detect changes that are made to the repository that we have set up using code commit, and it will download any new things, call this code deploy service that we have set up, and code deploy will be taking care of doing the rest of the deployment. Let's move and see code pipeline. Okay, this is for the first time I'm logging in, so it's showing me get started. Let's create a pipeline name. Pipeline name is demo app cp, let's name it cp demo app, code pipeline demo app. Let me add test as well. Next step. Okay, now source provider, you can choose either the source provider as S3, Amazon Core Commit, or Core GitHub. I have basically used GitHub, but for this for the present, let's try with Code Commit. It's completely new. I'm also testing it for the first time. It's asking repository name, demo hello website. This is the repository that we created, and branch master. Next step, build provider. Basically it provides support for Jenkins, but currently we are not using Jenkins, so we'll go with no build. We'll manually whenever we'll be using code deploy as our builder. Next steps, deployment provider, we'll use code deploy, and application name code deploy, code demo, app test. Okay, deployment group grp that we created. Next step, role, create a role. This also requires a role to be created. AWS code pipeline service, create a new role, allow it. It has created a role. Next, click on create pipeline. Done. Now what it basically does is pulls our code from AWS code commit, compiles it using code deploy. See, it started. It's pulling from AWS code commit, it's building it, and it will deploy it to the instances that we have tagged using that name. Let's see it in actions. Just spare few minutes. I think everything goes well. Fingers crossed. Well, success. The first phase is passed. Now it started the second phase. During this phase also you can check the progress by clicking on this code deploy. It will show you a clear log of what's going on. See, now it's in progress. It's trying to get these two instances up and running. Give it a few seconds. Oh, something went wrong. The deployment failed. In this case we can go and see the logs for more details. Just click on details. And the overall deployment failed because too many individual instances failed deployment, too few health instance. Okay, this is one of the common problems whenever you go and try to get down all the instances that you are running and try to do it. Now let's try to do it other way. You can go deeper into the instance and check for its logs for what went wrong. Okay, for now give me a second. To find out what the problem is exactly, let's try to SSH into the instance and check whether the service is running or not. For that we need puttygen load, give it the pem file and save the private key. use putty for SSH, ec2 user at the rate the instance name. Okay, go to SSH, auth, browse the ppk file, open it, open, accept the agreement, license. Okay, now we are in this. To see whether this code deploy sorry code deploy agent is installed or not, we need to verify it. You can run this command to check the status. Copy sudo service code deploy agent status unrecognized service. The reason is now the service is not installed. Now let's check. Let's move to this folder and let's try to find whether anything is there or not. ls nothing is there, so the script didn't execute well. Now let's try to do it manually. For the next time we'll do it automatically. Sudo yum update. Okay, is this okay? Yeah, here is the problem. We gave sudo update yum update, but we did not specify yes or no, so this made our program to crash. Now let's try to change it. Update hyphen, whenever it asks hyphen y. Now try to run this. This is how we debug. Nothing to update. Okay, install Ruby. You need to make sure. First check Ruby. It's taking a while. Hyphen version, nothing. Control C to exit. ruby hyphen help. Yeah, Ruby is installed. No. Yes. Now let's try to redeploy this and let's see. I'll exit out. Okay, code deploy, compute ec2, sorry, let's try to edit them if possible. I don't find any settings. The only option is to terminate. We don't need them anymore. Launch instance, select, let's go with 2, select the VPC, public VPC. IAM role is cd instance role, add advanced details. Now try to do this. First check whether anything is there in this. It's a script. Yeah, it's a Ruby script. Let's give sudo. For changing directory not needed. Add storage. This time cd demo app test 2. Add a http review and launch instances. In the meanwhile, let's try to modify. Let's try to edit it. Test 2. Everything else remains the same. Save. Now it's running. Let's try to SSH into this. EC2 user @ SSHing is not required, just for debugging purpose we are doing it. We need to find whether the service is running or not. It's not showing unrecognized service. Give me a sec. I guess this will happen when the code pipelines calls code deploy and it starts. Let's try it that way, or else we'll try to find another way. Let's try, retry, continue. Now again it's in progress. Give it few minutes. Yeah, I found out the reason. The reason here is AWS CLI is not installed. We forgot to add that command. Let's add it now. The thing we forgot is to add AWS CLI command line interface. We need to do this. For that I'm again terminating those two instances and I'm starting those again. Click on launch instance. Let's do it right this time. configure instance. Let us have two instances. Let it be in public. For IAM role, it should be cd app instance, and advanced, let's copy this. Okay, and hit add storage, tag cd demo app test 3. Configure, add a security rule to allow all traffic on port 80, sorry, allow http traffic on port 80. Review and launch. We can use the existing cd demo app launch instances, and the same way go to services, code deploy, cd demo app test, click on it, actions, edit, cd test 3, deployment configuration, all at once. IAM role is okay, hit save. Deploy new revision. You can even do it this way: of application, which one, deployment group, revision location, which type, hit deploy. For now we'll be doing it using code pipeline itself. Let's try again. It started pulling data. The first phase is successful, and it started the second phase now. Okay, this time I guess the deployment succeeded. The thing is, I have small problem getting the code deploy agent set up in the starting, but now I'll try to figure out a way to get this done automatically. Now let's see, it shows success. Now the pipeline is all successful. Now let's click on one instance. Wow, great. Now we are able to see the website. The reason the other pages did not come up is I only sent HTML page out here, leaving the others behind. But the thing is, we are able to get it rolling. Now any changes that we make to Git, let me show you. Git status status. Okay, now let me move in to GitHub. Let me edit it completely and let me put h1 hello app demo. I saved it. Git status, git add dot git cymit commit -m changed complete site git push origin master, asking for pass. Hello world. Now see, now the magic part happens. Now I have pushed to the code commit repository. Now watch what happens. The code pipeline will automatically pull those changes. Just wait for a minute. You will see here automatically changing. See, you can you see this? In progress. I did not touch anything. It automatically detected a change in the repository. It is pulling the website from AWS code commit and it will deploy it now. This might take around 5 minutes to complete. I'll come back once the process is done. It has successfully pulled from code commit and now it is processing now it's deploying using code deploy. Now it's in this one is in process. When we hit to details, just give it a second to load. Yeah, it shows now. Duration 12 seconds, last edit. I don't know why this. I think the my time is different from this. You can even view events what it is doing. Duration 1 second. Once this also turns green, everything is good to go. We will see the website updated. Yeah, now we can see the build process is also successful. When you hit on details, You can see this duration 12 seconds, 20 seconds ago, succeeded. Now click on the instance. Let me close all. Pull its public DNS. See, it's updated. Hello app demo. This is how we work with the complete pipeline. Code commit is a repository for pushing in all the developers code, and we use code pipeline along with code deploy for getting the new releases from the repository, building it in this. Let me show you here, over here again. These can be the beta testing. It can be a testing environment. You can do unit testing. You can keep you can add 5 or 6 instances as a developer testing instances before you push the code directly into the production instances. This is the complete cycle. Hope you learned something from this. Again, thank you. Bye bye.